What's up YouTubers, and thanks for joining my channel once again, Bradford Through the Lens. Today I'm actually at the 𝗲𝗿𝗃𝗃 Cemetery in Bradford. Reason being is I'm looking at the two sections of the Muslim burials. Now one section is relatively modern and the other section is quite old, going back to the 1930s and 40s, and they look like the first generation arrivals to United Kingdom. Well, I'm just going to show you quickly the modern side. So this is relatively new section, but what I want to show you is the old section, and I'm not seeing gravestones, headstones that go back to the 1930s or the 1940s in any other cemetery. I may be wrong, there may be older ones out there when it comes to Muslim burials, but judging by the stonework, the masonry, it looks like first generation arrivals from Pakistan to the United Kingdom. So let's take a quick walk and I'll show you this area. Well, we're fighting the light as usual, approaching autumn, and with me I've got my mate 𝗵𝗵𝗃. 𝗵𝗵𝗃, whereabouts are we now here? Is this the old section?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. This is the old section. It seems to be an old section. So obviously we're trying to find the old graves of the new arrivals who were citizens of the British Empire.
Right, okay, let's have let's have a look. Let's have a look. I mean, this is slightly tilted over. Let's see if we can read this. I think I've got my torch.
Okay, what does it say? It says 𝗧𝗵𝗲 𝗃𝗏, beloved father of 𝗪𝗏 Jan, died 11th of February 1951.
So this goes back to 1951.
Yeah, and also, so there seems to be another deceased in this grave, which is highly unusual. Also, 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗀 Zaytun, beloved daughter of 𝗪𝗏 Jan and Dost Muhammad, died 2nd of April 1951. Their memory lives. So yeah, that's very unusual for a Muslim grave to be two deceased within the same grave.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
I've not seen this before.
So maybe that's to do with no proper infrastructure being in place at the time, and there were new arrivals, and you can tell by the look of the grave as well, it doesn't seem to be,
they were relatively poor people in a new country, finding their way around, and just relatively modest graves. But before I go any further, I just want to mention that we don't want to disrespect anybody's relatives that are buried in this cemetery. We're here purely for educational purposes and just to make people aware, our surroundings within Bradford. So that's our sole purpose. So apologies if somebody gets offended. That's not our purpose here. So that's a good point, 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃. But there are quite a few further up, isn't there, really?
Yeah, it seems to be. And again, it's the same theme, isn't it? It seems to be, modest graves, and you can tell it's obviously an early community that's come into being in its infancy. And that's fascinating, isn't it? 𝗬𝗵𝗲 Ali fell asleep. So yeah, poor person. It's really sad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to put my torch on this, but I hope it can be read.
Yeah, so it's 6 Calder Street, Bradford 7. So maybe one of the early arrivals.
1955, Bradford 7. Yeah.
Yeah. Also the writing. I wonder if it's either Hindi or Bengali. I'm not sure. But it seems to be that sort of script, doesn't it?
Yeah. The years, you can't see the years, just totally overgrown underneath.
Yeah, 1956. See, the interesting thing is you can see there's not like days or months between them each year. So you can tell that the community in those days, there weren't many people dying in short spaces of time.
Yeah, because there probably weren't that many around, you're saying.
Right, yeah.
Let's have a look. So yeah, as you're saying, quite scarce, aren't they?
That's right, yeah. 𝗕𝗵𝗲 𝗕𝗿𝗃, you know, possibly again this may be somebody from, which is now known as Bangladesh. Obviously that part of the world in those days was known as Pakistan. The script seems to be similar to what we've seen. So only 31 years old.
Yeah.
Young person. Again, a very modest grave.
Yeah. I mean, looking at these graves, you won't think they're in Bradford or West Bowling. Do you know what I mean? It's just the look of them. They look like they're from Pakistan, don't they?
That's right. Yes, yeah, from that part of the world.
Yeah.
So Mirpur Azad Kashmir, Pakistan.
Interesting. We won't read every gravestone, but it's just to give our viewers an idea of what's here, I guess. And I've not seen these type of stones in 𝗂𝘂𝗃𝗀, and that's a point we need to look at, because I reckon 𝗂𝘂𝗃𝗀 may have came afterwards. I don't know. You know.
What I find interesting though is that some of the graves have got, like it mentions the place where they're from, Pakistani and East Pakistan.
All right, yeah. There's that proud heritage status.
But what's interesting though is you can see, obviously there's some incense stick here, so there must be some living descendant, or a relative. Was carried on some sort of an Eastern theme.
Yeah. 1960.
Can you see here? Look.
Yeah.
This is
Wright and Sons.
Yeah, they're well known, aren't they, in Bradford for memorial stones and things.
They've been around for a while. So as you can see, there's a common theme amongst the look, really.
Clearly there'll be graves all around here.
Yeah.
Many of them haven't got headstones.
Yeah. So it's just up to here.
Yeah. But again, it does look like you'd think it was a graveyard.
Yeah. In Pakistan.
Or maybe India has similar graveyards.
Right. Yeah, this seems to be an area where there's quite a few graves of children. Yeah.
And again, we have a very, very, very modest grave here, you can see.
Wow. 1967. So sad, you know, just so modest, you know.
Worlds apart from
the
way the graves look.
Yeah. Look at the masonry on this. It looks like it's been painted as well.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. 1967. Because I may be wrong in my introduction. I said they go back to 1930s and 40s. Maybe not. Maybe it's after the partition, you think?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is another interesting one. Bombay, India.
That's right, yeah. Again,
1967.
Just a very
modest grave, yeah.
modest grave, yeah. Shows probably just how similar the two peoples are.
Yeah. Right, we've noticed one from Bangladesh.
My dear father, Ashadullah, 15th July 1959, age 50. Is probably village Jamalpur, Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Underneath of Ahmad Amina Sheikh, died 1966.
1966, yeah. The light's not too bad on this side, to be honest. What's this? Yeah.
Level 1, isn't it? Can't even make that out again.
Yeah.
It's just,
that's incredible, isn't it?
yeah. Just a modest grave again. Obviously,
Yeah.
clearly they didn't, they didn't have a lot of money
Yeah.
to spend on headstones in those days. 1954.
64.
And that looks like something that's just, you typically see a gravestone like this, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
In Pakistan. I wonder how the monumental masons dealt with.
Well, I was going to say who actually made these stones, because like Wright and Son, we saw Wright and Son on the other one, didn't we?
That's right, yeah.
So these really old ones, who actually dealt with them? Let's see what's here. Wright and Sons, we were just talking about them. $1958.
Maybe just a local monumental nation.
This is a tricky one to read.
Jesus, and it's really to be pushed over by
Yeah. It looks like they tend to paint them just to keep the writing prominent.
Yeah. It seems to be one of the very few graves that's
Maintained, yeah.
maintained, yeah, and you can see even like the complex is new, and obviously there's the original headstone seems to be here.
So that's the original headstone, right?
So the 1958 and the new version seems here.
1958.
So the date on this one, this is probably the oldest one we've come across. 27th of February 1949. That's very interesting, isn't it? So that looks to be the oldest grave that we've come across.
So 1949, this is the oldest one we've seen in the West-Bowling Cemetery, yeah?
The new arrivals.
Yeah. There you go, folks, just a quick little look around the West-Bowling Cemetery in the Muslim section. Relatively old gravestones. Again, I like to mention, I hope nobody's offended about a little tour. That's not the purpose here, but just to show these were the first generation arrivals from Pakistan, or when the partition happened and when they came to England. So again, thanks very much, folks, for watching my video. Until next time, peace out.